All right, let's start with this in Rome for you. Pope Francis remains in the hospital, resting at this hour after experiencing serious respiratory crisis over the weekend. Doctors are monitoring his diagnosis of mild kidney failure, but he's very delicate. This marks the pontiff's longest stay in hospital since he became the Pope. CBS News papal contributor Delia Gallagher is live now just outside Vatican City with more on the Pope's condition. Delia, what is the latest on how he's doing and what the expectation is for a full recovery?
Well, Errol, the Vatican tells us this morning that Pope Francis had a restful night. Not a whole lot of information in their morning bulletins, let's remember, but it's important information given the difficulties that you mentioned that the Pope experienced this weekend, a respiratory crisis, a bit of anemia, which required blood transfusions, and, of course, the initial beginnings of a mild renal insufficiency. All of those, by the way, Earl, the Vatican clarified on Sunday, have been put under control now. We know that the Pope is in good spirits. He was able to participate in Mass yesterday on the 10th floor of the Gemelli Hospital, where he's staying with some nurses and healthcare workers there. And we know that he was able also to thank people for all of their well wishes, sending out a tweet yesterday to express his thanks for the well wishes that have come in from around the world. Errol?
And all of this is so crucial because the Pope had said if he felt that he could not conduct his duties, he would step down. But what do we know about the care he's receiving? It's likely the best the world has to offer. But what specifically is being done to get him on the mend?
Well, absolutely. Look, his primary doctor is Dr. Sergio Alfieri. He's the man who operated on the Pope in 2023 for his intestinal difficulties. He gave a press conference on Friday and explained exactly what the difficult balance is in trying with an 88-year-old patient to find the right amount of drugs that aren't going to kick out one thing and cause another problem, such as we saw a little bit this weekend with the anemia and with the respiratory difficulties and so on. Now, he did not specify the types of drugs that he is giving the Pope, but he did say they are a lot. And on Friday, therefore, he said minimum a week's stay in the hospital. But, of course, that was before the difficulties now of this weekend, in which the hospital is saying prognosis is reserved. So they won't be saying exactly when the Pope will be able to come home.
And Delia, it's such an important time. You've got so many Catholics coming to Rome to get to the Vatican, usually during this Jubilee time, to see the Pope. They are still coming, but he's not there, of course. So how is the Vatican managing operations in his absence?
Well, look, Earl, the Vatican is no stranger to popes in hospital. This has happened many times throughout various pontificates. So the whole place keeps running. In fact, all of the Jubilee events are still on schedule and so forth. And the offices keep running. In fact, last week they told us that some of the Pope's closest collaborators were bringing the Pope documents and so forth to discuss. So the Vatican keeps going, as it were, and certainly for all of the pilgrims that are coming, all of the events are still happening. In fact, just behind me, they're setting up tonight for a special rosary. All of the cardinals in Rome are going to come to St. Peter's Square with all of the pilgrims here to say a special prayer tonight at 9 o'clock for the Pope. Errol?
All right, we hope he gets on the mend soon. Delia, thanks so much for the latest information. Thank you.